Well, it appears it's already time for another build video. Alright, let's go. So this one's going to be just as straightforward as the last. Usual routine. Let's get to it. First we're going to jump on into the weapons. We're going to be using an Oni Bane Fortification plus 10. A Zweihander Fortification plus 10. As for the Blood Veil, it's going to be the GXM Strange Fortification plus 10. It's going to be for these here. But of course, there are other better options, such as the, where is that sword? Here it is, the Argent Wolf, King's Blade, or just about any two-handed sword really. That's the fun thing about two-handed sword builds. You can use whatever you want, and they're all pretty much good. Again, choice is up to you. Jumping into the passives, we're going to use Improved Regeneration because normal regeneration sucks, I cannot stress this enough. Stamina Stimulant for more stamina, Strength and Dexterity up, and two-handed sword mastery. Blood code of choice is going to be Demeter for its high strength and mind values. Of course, if you don't like Demeter, you can use Atlas, Hades, pretty much any other heavyweight blood code, but I'm going to be using Demeter for this build. Next we jump on down here, Restorative Offering for you know what, reviving, Adrenaline for extra damage, Bridge to Glory for damage based on your mind stat, well your light stat, and Flashing Fang for a crap ton of damage in a single hit. And with Bridge to Glory, we have it scaling with light. This Veil gets a decent light value. It's both for heavy and light builds, so these variants of Blood Veil are pretty good for this, although so is like Noble Silver, well not Noble Silver, Silver Garb, yeah, this one here. It's whatever you like to use. Personally, I'm going to use the GXM Strange Fortification. And we use these up here, Tormenting and Blast. Why? Because of its multiple spins can be used to clear out crowds. Which is good, because getting surrounded is not particularly a nice thing. So if you have an attack that spins around and can take out multiple enemies, that's even better. Dragon Lunge for Dragon Lunge, let's be real here. A bunch of damage, good moveset. It's pretty nice, although there are plenty of other gift stances or whatever they're called that you can use, much stronger ones, but these are the two that I'm using for this build. Going over here, Foul Blood Barrier. Foul Blood Barrier gives you a 50% damage reduction, and for your partner, for a single hit. Which on higher difficulties is really nice, because if you take half damage for a single hit and it has a 5-second cooldown, you can use it fairly often. And again, on high difficulties where things are doing a lot of damage, taking half damage is quite a blessing. Guard Stability for guard stability. Now why guard stability? Well, you see, I'm about to show you why. So why use guard stability? Well, if sometimes you like to be a turtle, you can swap it to the Zweihander here, which has a 77 stamina reduction, which means how much stamina you lose by taking damage. Let's also note that it blocks all damage. So let's go ahead and add on guard stability. Oh look, a stamina reduction of 87. But really, you can crank up the values even more. Now we check our stamina reduction of 92. So if you ever just feel like turtling behind this Zweihander here, that's why I use guard stability. And then use these little consumables here, the guard boosters. So you can just block, take hits all day. Or use the old strategy of block, then bonk. Block, then bonk. Block and bonk. It's a good strat. Now just for a simple damage test. Adrenaline, Bridge to Glory. Let's give it a whack. That 2,790. Give it a whack. 2,758. Of course, each hit within a melee combo has their own damage multipliers. For example, a little bit extra damage here, but if we try and space it out, more damage on the second hit. But I'm sure you already know this. So as for the combos, that's pretty nice, which is also good for taking out crowds. This is just good for doing damage. Then we tack on the Flashing Fang, which can be paired with the combos to do extra damage, so it's pretty nice. Just a simple damage test. Now, are there different ways to run this build? Of course. You can use different attack gifts, different buffs. You can use whatever you like. That's the fun of Code Vein. You can use whatever you like. However, this is just how I like to use my two-handed build, so if you feel as if you needed help making a two-handed build, then here you go. Hopefully this helped you out, or maybe gave you an idea of what to do so that you can make some changes and make your own perfect two-handed build. But yeah, this is just how I use my two-handed build. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Hopefully it works out for you. Anyways, that's going to be the build for today. It was a nice two-handed build. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Hopefully you liked the video, and maybe you found yourself a new build to use. I'm Suey, and this has been another video, and I will catch you in my next one. Peace.
See you later.